Hello, my loan officer friends. It's Chris Johnstone, the host of loanofficerpodcast.com. And what you're seeing on the screen here is how we're getting funded mortgage deals for our clients from ChatGPT and Grok and Gemini and all of the AI tools. We are living through this massive technology shift where people are moving away from searching on Google and doing searches inside of AI assistants. And we have figured out how to get your mortgage business recommended by the artificial intelligence. And you can see a hint in the search that I've done here. So who's the best mortgage broker to work with for a self-employed mortgage in Tampa, Florida? You see first-time home buyers, reverse mortgages, FHA, you name it. There is a specific journey that people go through in order to get to the point where the AI recommends a mortgage lender. And through working with us, we can make it so that we've generated enough content on your website, on social media, on all the places that it needs to be for AI to pick you up as the authority and then recommend you to new customers. These leads that are coming in are closing at ratios that are very close to realtor referrals or referrals from your past customer database. So I believe that the greatest opportunity that you have to go consumer direct in your mortgage business is to get artificial intelligence to send you referrals, and we can help do that for you. So right now, go to loanofficercrm.ai. So loanofficercrm.ai/AIO, which stands for AI optimization. So loanofficercrm.ai/AIO. On that page, you'll be able to opt in, see some free training on how you can do this yourself, and have the opportunity to book a one-on-one call with our team where we will analyze your marketplace, show you which of your competitors is currently being recommended by ChatGPT. Who knows, it might be you, right? Great news. But you don't know if you don't show up to the consult. And then what we'll do is actually map out a plan for how you can work to get recommended in the AI. And if you don't want to do the work and just have us do it for you, we'll talk to you about how we can help you with that. So that's loanofficercrm.ai/AIO. Go ahead, book your consultation, and I hope that you enjoy this episode.
If you've ever wondered what AI has to do with real estate for realtors and home buyers, you're at the right place. Hey everybody, I'm Nate Carver, your favorite mortgage guy, and today we are talking to my guru when it comes to AI and mortgage lending and how my marketing piece works. Chris Johnstone, CEO of AI Connection. Hey, I'm Nate Carver, and welcome to Between Two Doors. Chris, how are you doing?
Man, I'm good, Nate. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to introducing the world of real estate or realtors to what you do. You and I, obviously, we talk in loan officer lingo, and we're going to try to translate that for AI and for real estate and home buyers, because there's a lot of change coming. A lot of things have already changed, and in my opinion, and not in my opinion, it's fact, you are on the front leading tip of the spear on what AI is doing in real estate for lenders and for realtors and for home buyers. So, tell me, let's jump into a little warm intro of you. Tell us a little bit about your background, what makes you tick, and then we'll go further.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been helping generate referral-based business in the mortgage and real estate industry for 16 years now, and always with a technology base. So my dad was a mortgage broker. I'm originally from Guelph, Ontario, Canada, and now my family and I are lucky enough to kind of travel around the world. And we've gone through the evolution of quite literally my last year of high school, or no, technically my first year of high school. We took out the typewriters and I helped install the computers into our high school. And so I've gone through like, oh, the fax machine isn't going to be replaced by email. Oh, my pager isn't going to be replaced by text messaging. Oh, insert in Blockbuster Entertainment isn't going to be replaced by Netflix. Kodak cameras aren't going to be replaced by iPhones, and watched all of these massive changes in businesses that were at their very peak completely get decimated because they weren't paying attention to the new technology, and not just the technology, Nate, but how the consumer changes their behavior because of the technology. And that's what AI is doing to real estate. That's what AI is doing to mortgage. That's what AI is going to do to every single industry that we know now. Like ChatGPT, in their most recent keynote, used real estate as the example for how they feel that their new operator browser is going to disrupt an industry. Like they picked
Yeah.
our industry as the case study for where disruption is going to happen. That's something where if you're going to be in this business in 5 years, 10 years from now, you have to pay attention. You can't get left behind by this technology. You have to start moving forward. So hopefully in today's episode, I can lay out a framework that real estate agents can use to say, okay, AI is overwhelming. I don't know where to start. Do these three things, and we'll work through that pathway. And just one quick thing, I would like to state I'm the CEO of Connection Incorporated, which owns the loan officer CRM. So if you go to Google and type in loan officer CRM, loanofficercrm.ai is our tool that we give to mortgage professionals in order to help them run their business. It answers the phone, it answers text messages, it answers emails, it creates content, posts on social media. The whole thing is powered by AI. So AI is not a buzzword in our organization. We literally use it to run our company and have developed, I believe, one of the greatest solutions for the industry in the mortgage and real estate market. The other two products we won't really talk about, but one is we have professional appointment setters that make phone calls, that book appointments from past customers, and setting up relationships between real estate agents and mortgage professionals. And our third product is we work to get ChatGPT to recommend businesses. And we feel that we have a very messy process that is taking our customers from not being recommended by ChatGPT to getting recommended by ChatGPT. And I know you actually have a story about this, do you not?
I do.
Yeah, have you gotten deals from ChatGPT referring you business?
I have. I got a call from a guy out of North Carolina. Believe me, I don't do any marketing in North Carolina. and he is moving to Texas.
Yeah.
He is a veteran and he's looking for a construction, a one-time close VA loan to do a construction. And he goes, "Hey, can you recommend?" He goes, "ChatGPT, can you recommend an expert veteran loan officer um, in this area of North Texas?" And ChatGPT responded, "Yeah, you need to talk to Nate Carver. He does VA loans, and
Yep.
he knows what you're looking for as far as construction goes," which I do. And that's how he called me. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing." So I'm convinced that if you ignore AI as a lender, as a loan officer, and if you ignore it as a realtor, you're going to be working mass exponentially harder for exponentially less in a short period of time, like the future is today.
Yeah.
Um, which is why I've leaned into what you coach me on and teach and what you use with the AI and do with the AI platform. So, for our realtors, what are you seeing that's driving realtors to lean into AI right now or hold off on AI?
So two things. The first is the most profitable activity that a real estate agent does, the thing that makes them the most amount of money, is picking up their phone.
Mhm.
And yet, I did a study last year, I think it was, I lost track, but me and my team, we sat down and we made over 1,000 phone calls on listings that were for sale. And only 17% of the time the phone got answered. And so when you look at picking up your phone as the most profitable activity that you can do, and only 17% of the professionals are actually doing it. The number one thing that real estate agents should look at with an implementation of artificial intelligence is making sure that you have a system that's picking up your phone. AI answers the phone. Hey, it's Nate Carver's personal assistant. Nate can't answer the phone. I'm an AI. I've got all the answers. How can I help you? It's able to book an appointment on your calendar if somebody wants to speak with you. It's able to do a real-time call transfer, but capture the person's information first so that they get an automatic text message and an automatic email following up so they feel like they got great service. And it gives great answers and great customer support. So just having something that can pick up the phone, capture your leads, have a good conversation with people, and fill your appointment with, or fill your calendar with actual appointments is the most profitable thing they can do. The second thing that real estate agents absolutely need to be doing is figuring out how to get ChatGPT and Grok and Perplexity and Google's AI and all of these other tools to recommend them when customers are using AI to search for real estate. So a lot of people in the real estate industry don't yet know that ChatGPT has this thing called a task. So you can just go into a chat with ChatGPT. It's currently 5.1, and you can say, hey, every day at 7 a.m., go out, search this market, and find me all the listings that are 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in this area that are within this proximity of this school zone. And then give me all of the listings. And then when you find a new listing, deliver it to me. So ChatGPT for free can go search the internet, find all the new listings that match what your customers are looking to buy, and deliver it to them in a text message every single morning, and it's free. So
Wow.
that is where the market's going to go, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned Blockbuster and I mentioned Kodak cameras, right? Juggernauts of the industry not responding to the fact that the market moved. Our
Yeah.
market's going to move. It's quicker, it's easier, it's more convenient. They have full control. Like, do you remember, Nate, when you used to have to call a real estate agent and they had the book with all the listings in it? It's like, I want
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, let's figure out what listings are like. All that information is expected to be delivered instantly without having to talk to a person. Our consumers are going to use AI to find their house. Then the AI is smart enough to say, would you like an expert in this marketplace to help walk you through this transaction? Would you like to get pre-approved with a lender so that you can make sure that this is a good financial decision for you at this current time
Yeah.
in your life? And then the AI makes the recommendation to the real estate agent. The AI makes the recommendation to the loan officer. AI is not the tool that you use to go get the market. AI is going to get the market. You have to figure out how to get the AI to send the market to you. And that's a huge
Right.
pivot for a lot of people, but you can't fight this change. Our market in 5 years, the majority of home searches are going to start with some AI agent. If you're looking at who the next juggernaut of the real estate and mortgage industry is going to be, it's the one that figures out how to get en masse recommendations from AI to that company.
Yeah. We're already seeing that. So to realtors, you're like, "Well, I want to do this." Well, where's your client, your customer,
Yes.
the home buyer? The shift from using Google, 'cause I
Yeah.
Googled everything, and I still do. I mean, but I also have encyclopedias, and so I've made that transition. Um, you know, but more and more, even me, I'm using my chat bot, my chat GPT to find everything.
Yep.
And the consumer's the same way. They're not sticking to the old ways. They're not Googling real estate anymore.
That's right.
They're just saying, hello, chat, I'm
Yeah.
looking for. And that shift has happened in a huge, like I don't put you on the spot on numbers, but I think you have some statistics on Google versus ChatGPT, what it used to be and what it currently is.
So I do, but that's all. Like the statistics thing is like people are making up statistics about all kinds.
Oh, okay. We don't.
The what I do have is I speak probably once a month where an organization pays me to get on a plane, fly out and do a keynote at some conference somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And I always start by asking, how many of you have done a Google search today? And I've started now to add to that question of how many of you have used ChatGPT today? And Nate, it is the fastest adoption of technology that I have ever seen. And I watched
Okay.
Facebook, I watched Instagram, I watched TikTok, like all of these incredible launches to
Mm-hmm.
mass market. I believe that the switch from doing Google searches to using an AI assistant to get your information is going to be the fastest pivot that we see from a market taking technology that we've ever seen. Because I was in a room last month and it was like 100% of the room put up their hand that they were using ChatGPT more than Google at this point. So I don't know what the stats
Yeah.
are, but I know that a room full of 55-year-old mortgage lenders, all of them were using ChatGPT instead of Google. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So in that vein, so when I talk to realtors about I don't tell them it's going to replace them because
No.
I'm 100% convinced that real estate is relational.
Yep.
We watched a certain company 2 years ago spend $1 billion to learn that lesson the hard way, and it cost them
Mhm.
dearly.
Yep.
Uh, so good. I'm glad to have watched that from the sideline. But then, so I'm like, but AI is going to be a wonderful tool. It already is a wonderful tool
Yep.
that realtors can use. That's why I use it as a loan officer. So let's shift and talk about what it means to be what you call it, what I call it, an AI empowered loan officer. What
Yep.
can that be to a realtor?
So, and you make an excellent point that real estate agents aren't going to be replaced by AI. But what AI is going to do is the hard work that nobody wants to, or if we're being completely candid, that nobody does anyway. Because people, when they go to buy a house, typically
Yeah.
start that process 120 days before a real estate agent actually wants to talk to them. If I'm being candid, like the market research,
Hmm.
finding the schools, finding the market, finding, what's happening in the market, when am I going to time entering the market and all that stuff. So you take most leads that happen in the real estate industry, like online leads, they're horrible because all of them are 120 days away from doing something. And most professionals don't have a system in place in order to have that conversation in 120 days so that they actually get the opportunity. Well, now people are just going to go have that conversation with AI, do all of that research. And when they get to the end where they are ready to talk to somebody, that's when the real estate agent gets recommended. And that's where the transaction actually happens. So, in doing that, what we need to do is realize okay, all of these people want answers to their questions.
Hmm.
I can talk to hundreds, if not thousands of people through content rather than one-to-one conversations and buying leads and chasing leads. And I can teach the AI that I am the expert in this part of the real estate market in this location by teaching the AI through content creation. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but becoming an AI powered real estate agent is taking all the questions that you get on social media and in your email and from customers
Uh-huh.
and sitting down and having a ChatGPT account where your settings are set up properly. Like go into ChatGPT, set up your settings, and give it all the information about you and your business. Here's my name, website, phone number, everything about you online. So ChatGPT understands when you're using it to create content and answer questions that you're the expert. It can tie
Hmm.
all of the content, the information that you produce back to you. And I actually, this is so important. I actually created a free guide on how to do it. It's called our AI 101 course. Just go to LOAI101.com. So LOAI101.com. It's at this point, I think it's a 57-page document on like how to get started with AI, copy this prompt, paste it in. It's like a starter's guide for how to use AI.
Right.
So you set up your settings with all your information on it, and then you set ChatGPT once a week to go out and find the most frequently asked questions online that your specific type of customer is asking. It'll go out and do the research, and once a week, you get this blurb from AI that says, hey, this week, here's all the questions that the first-time home buyers ask in this area of Texas.
Yeah.
Then you turn on voice mode, you answer all of the questions. So you're teaching AI, and ChatGPT is learning from you, while at the same time, you're producing content that you put on your blog, put on your Facebook, put on your Instagram, shoot a YouTube video about it. And it doesn't happen immediately, but over time, the AI will get that question and go to your website and say, oh, here's the exact question. Here's a great thought out answer by a thought leader and an expert, and it'll serve your answer back to the person who's doing the research. So you've trained the AI and gone consumer direct at the same time. Does that make sense?
Hmm. It does. I implemented that in what I do as a loan officer. It's something I encourage realtors to do also. Once it's set up, I actually go and do this daily. I have the task
Okay.
set up for a daily, and it scrubs three. I scrub three areas, right? I'll just tell you. So I scrub Texas, I scrub Florida, and then I scrub VA loans specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And it is asking, or it's out there looking at the daily what the top three questions are in those three categories for real estate. And
Yep.
so I take that and I'll take that and I create the post. Chat helps me set that up. I correct it. I've been doing it for a while, and it is crazy how accurate it is to me as a personality,
Yeah.
in the response that it gives. And I'm like, those aren't the words I use. That's how I talk and the idioms and stuff. And then I take that and I, put it in the appropriate places online, and that's given me a presence on the chat bots and across social media as well. And
I wonder why you just got an out of state lead on VA that funded, Nate.
that's right. That's right.
Oh man, you're doing it.
I know. It's
Fantastic.
wild. I'm gonna up that and go. So I do an article on LinkedIn. I do a blog. The next thing for me is to integrate some video content.
Yep.
I mean, I do a podcast, but to actually do some video content that is, the AI will set that up for you, and then it just becomes just a matter of discipline and consistency.
That's right.
Um, do it once a week, do it, you know, 15 minutes a day, it's done. And anyway, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. That is
Yeah.
pretty cool stuff. Um, let's talk about some concrete benefits with AI for
Yep.
in the real estate world, for agents and buyers. Um, let's see, you do a lot of work around the database and referral marketing with LOs.
Yep.
Um, when a realtor is looking for a loan officer to partner with and be a real value add to that realtor's business model,
Mhm.
what are you seeing loan officers doing that realtors are really liking?
Both. Okay. So calling their past customer database. And I know that this
Hmm.
sounds a little bit weird and this is old school because we're talking about AI, but the way that we do it, it's all AI powered. So here's how it works. So Nate, you have a top producing real estate agent that you work with. We have a relationship with that agent where they trust you enough that you can call their past customer database on their behalf because you've got systems, you've got a script, they approve the script. Rates are like they're not terrible right now. They have been coming down. There's a conversation in the market. But there's two other factors that are happening right now that are a huge pain point for somebody who has purchased a home from a real estate agent. Number one, home equity values have never been higher. And number two, consumer debt has never been higher. And
Right.
so there are people out there that have a 3% rate that are refinancing at today's rate to get rid of consumer debt, to do the renovations on their home that they need so that they can list it, sell it, and move to another property. There's an outrageous amount of value in the database. And so what we do is we set up inside the loan officer CRM, you load the real estate agent's database into the CRM. The lender calls the clients on behalf of the real estate agent and they say, hey, we're friends with insert in real estate agent. We're running a promotion right now to help people through potentially seeing if a refinance makes sense. And we've got this AI agent where you can just like plug in your numbers. It'll give you all the information. We're happy to send it to you, or we'll hop on a 15-minute call, see if it makes sense. Would you like to go through a free annual mortgage review to see if this makes sense? And most people are like, no, thank you, but that's cool. That's awesome. But some of them are like, yeah, I would. As a matter of fact, we did a test and we called 6 databases for a month. And we pulled out a grand total of 21 refinances. So we called for 30 days, pulled out 21 refinances, but we also pulled out 6 purchase deals. Because when you call the database and they say, no, thank you, but that was awesome, we have a script that says, well, are you
Right.
potentially looking to move in the future? Or do you have any friends, family members, or coworkers that are looking to move right now? And they say, actually, I do. Insert in referral, and that referral goes back to the real estate agent. So most are not calling their database. Many are shocked when they realize how much business can come from that database when we call it. And then when you have a relationship with you
Yeah.
and you're doing that consistently on a quarterly basis, it's an incredible business driver. Like everybody's focused on new leads when we already have the deals and relationships sitting in the database that most people aren't taking advantage of anyway. They're free, they're easy to get to. People love hearing from you. And this is a great way
Yeah.
to do business. So I apologize that was a little bit of a long-winded answer to unpack that, but there's one little secret sauce that we have to that. Most people don't pick up the phone. So we have actual agents on the phone that make those phone calls, but when people respond back, right? So we make the call. If they don't pick up, we send them a text message. There's a voicemail that gets dropped, and there's an email that goes out. People respond back through the communication pathway which they like, which is normally text. And then the AI is waiting for those messages. It gets the text message and it responds back. It has the conversation and books the appointment. We're actually booking just as many appointments from the AI automation that happens when people respond back to the phone call as we are from the actual phone call that's going out. And it's actually like 1-to-1. It's like we book as many appointments from the automations as we do from the actual outbound calls that we're making. So if I was a real estate agent, I would reach out to you and say, hey, Nate, can you help me with my database marketing?
Yeah. I tell you, the AI the AI CRM that I use, yours, the AI component of it, it helps me. It really structures my day the way I've got it set up that my past clients, my realtor's past clients, you know, with designed conversations, it sets those calls. And I know, and I always tell my realtor partners, communication is key. Your ability and my ability to have multiple touch points with these families throughout a lifetime is what is going to bring back buyers and sellers and new deals, um, and increase your income as a realtor and as a lender. And so, uh, for all the different silos of where the lead is in the process of closing, post closing, looky loos, all of that, birthdays, every bit, it sets every bit of it up so that you can do those touch points via text messages, via email, and via phone calls, and face to face for that matter. It's all in there. Um, so huge, huge, huge benefit to a realtor. I got 2 more segments with you, so we're almost done. So, um, on realtors and home buyers, and and how they're leveraging it, AI empowered or has empowered. Let's see. Let me scratch that. We're gonna adjust. We might do a little modify here in editing. If I'm a realtor uh, listening today,
Yeah.
what questions should I ask a lender to find out if they're genuinely using AI to serve their clients better?
Mm. So what a great question. So how do I put this? It's like, are you working with a lender that closes on time and communicates weekly with you on the status of your deals? Those are two huge value add pieces that are assisted by AI, especially the weekly check-in. But then it's like communication with your lender, because the number one way where AI can make a really big difference is assisting with communication, writing emails,
Hmm.
writing text messages, and picking up the phone. That's really where we see there's a lot of cool image tools and video tools, and it can build your website in 30 seconds and all of this stuff. It's really hard to turn that into money,
Hmm.
right? But a lender that picks up their phone on time, when a lead is sent to them, they have a system that follows up on the lead continuously until they get the application. And then when they get the application, they follow up every week and they update you on their follow up. That's an AI powered lender. Somebody who's using AI to automate a lot of that communication and have a system that holds them accountable to actually doing that activity. Because the way that we make more money is by generating more leads, which is database marketing, right? And then doing a very good job of turning those applications into funded deals and making that process as smooth as possible for clients so that they refer more clients in the future. So if you're going to ask a loan officer a question and find out if they're AI powered, ask them. If I send you a text message or I send you a customer, do you have a system that will pick up the phone on a Saturday afternoon at 7 o'clock? And can you send AI based emails to people to make sure they get good response? And that's where I would start the conversation.
Okay, perfect. Crystal ball time, looking ahead. 3 and 5 years from now, where do you think we're going to be with AI in our industry?
In our industry, I think that artificial intelligence is going to have created a huge gap on those that use it and those that don't.